Is it worth paying to do a virtual race? Let's run with it. It's day 73 of my 5K a day or more training plan. And we're gonna run 6 miles. It's the fall of 2020. Most of your spring, summer, fall, and maybe even winter races have been canceled or gone virtual. What do you do? Well, if you're like me, you have to make a decision. Do you run it virtually? Do you run a virtual race that you haven't signed up for yet? Or do you say forget it and take some time off? This is a timely topic for me because I have signed up for a virtual race. It's 10K and I will be doing it later this week. Now, the way I see it, there's about 3 main reasons you should run a virtual race. The first is to support the race organizer or the cause. The second is because it's part of your training plan to have a race. And the third is because the gear or swag they give away is awesome. So reason number 1, you want to support the race organizer or the cause. Some races are a race to cure cancer or raising money for a children's hospital, stuff like that. Noble causes you want to support. Those, the 30 bucks or whatever it costs to run the race, totally worth it. The other reason is if it's a local race by like your local running club or town, and you want to ensure the race sticks around next year and the next year. The one I'm running this week, it's the 40th annual Corn Classic. And I want to make sure that the race sticks around until next year and the next year, so I can run it hopefully in person or virtually, but it's sort of my hometown race. The neighbor town has the pumpkin race, and I'll run that one virtually too, just to support it and the town and the cause. Now, the second reason to run a virtual race is it's part of your training plan, or you need a race to stay motivated to train. Say you're doing a couch to 5K or something. If you need a race to stay motivated to run, by all means do it. Or if it helps you plan your training in terms of when to run more or less, when to peak, when to ease back, do a race. Simple as that. Reason number 3 to do a virtual race is you want that sweet swag, the merch. Maybe it's a pullover or sweatshirt. Maybe it's a hat like the one I'm wearing. If you need that sweet stuff, sign up for the race and get it. Oh, thank goodness. Feels good to get off of the road and into the bike path. So, reasons not to do a virtual race. I think there's 3 again. The first one is you can't afford it. Why spend money for a non-event if you can go out and run those 3, 6, 9 miles by yourself? Just save the money. Simple. Second reason is it's not part of your training plan. So if you don't need a race to stay motivated, or you don't have the need for a race in whatever training plan you're working on, don't do a race. And the third and biggest reason why I don't think you should do a virtual race is if the sponsor or the host of the race is a corporate entity. For example, we did the hot chocolate race. Done it a couple times, and it's run by a big corporate company, Ram Racing. Nothing against them, but why do I need to support a company like that? They're not a local company. Their races will get picked up in those big cities that they operate in. It's not, you know, my hometown race. So if it's a corporate company, I wouldn't do it. by the way, I'm walking a little bit. I was going too fast, and this will lower my heart rate. And like I said a couple videos ago, if your goal is to cover a distance, don't worry if you walk. It's okay. As always, thanks for spending a few minutes of your day with me. Today we ran with whether virtual racing is worth it or not. And it was day 73 of my 5K or more a day training plan. We'll finish at 6.5 miles.